Good afternoon and welcome to LUTV's coverage of Leeds United's latest pre-season game as they faced Monaco at the City of York Council's LNER Community Stadium. Daniel Farke's men are preparing for their championship campaign in a few weeks' time with their second pre-season friendly. Leeds United starting 11 today. Elan Meslier, Luke Ayling, Ethan Ampadu making his first start for Leeds United since his move earlier this week. Liam Cooper, the captain, Crescencio Somerville, Dan James, Pascal Strauch, Archie Gray, Luis Sinisterra, Jorginho Rutter and Leo Yedder. Sinisterra on his right foot is where Leeds want him. He caresses it out to Luke Ayling. It's very far forward into Dan James. James cuts it back, not a bad idea. Rutter coming for it. Goalkeeper gets there first. Rutter comes off second best. Yedder goes for goal. And the game going on. Referee just making sure the corner of his eye that Jorginho Rutter is good to go. But good support play. And just mentioned being off the cuff. Dan James just trying something a little different over the back shoulder. I think it caught Monaco by surprise, Tony.
Yeah, keeper's done well. And Yedder with a follow-up shot was pretty good as well.
Leeds have just given the ball away. Dan James caught in possession. As they get on the attack, it's a really important sliding challenge. And when he signed for Leeds, there were comments of his position, holding midfielder at centre-back. That's a typical defender's sliding challenge. It's a desperate lunge, and boy was it needed from Ethan Ampadu.
Certainly was. Good play, wasn't it, from Monaco? The right back gets up extremely well. Great ball in to such a dangerous area.
James picks it up, just looks inside, floats it to Ayling, who will come. Luke Ayling on the attack, and well, we saw Luke Ayling score some cracking goals over his years as a Leeds United player. That right place, right time, technique a little off, but that's what you want to see from your supportive fullbacks. Daniel Farke's system at Norwich, he had those fullbacks getting in, Tony, and it's a good ball from Dan James.
No, it really is. I just wonder if he could have put it back across goal. Sinisterra was trapping the back post, but once again, really good play, good overlapping.
Jacobs, and he gets away from Luke Ayling, who was desperate to get across. Marapan and Khan with the goal kick. Ayling will have the advantage here. A handball in midfield from Monaco, spotted by the referee. There's Archie Gray over a free kick for Leeds. Teasing ball over the head of everybody in the area, but it will fall to Yedder. Cuts it back. James, scrappy ball in to Strauch, who whips his left foot around the ball. Not enough purchase on it to dip. He just leaning back, but again taking the chances he can. Olivan corner headed away again, this time by Cresswell. Gnonto gets across, referee points across, and I think he's suggesting, is that inside the box and a penalty? Leeds United do not get away with this one. A 50-50 ball that Gnonto believed he could get to, and Diop instead was the one that got there first. And Yedder steps up, a little shimmy, and goes to the far corner. Meslier went the right way. Leeds United 0, Monaco 1. Monaco's top scorer from last season, showing that clash, should I say. Captain's armband on, and a fine penalty. If you're going to put it into the corner, it's got to be expertly placed. And Meslier guessed the right way, Tony, but just not long enough arms to get across. Archie Gray gets an important touch to the ball to pick up. Gnonto wanted to return the favour, just couldn't do so. And Leeds get a free kick for a pullback. We might now start to see those big groups of subs. Right, so we have the changes. There was a few more named in there. JB was one. You've got Darwin Shackleton, Matteo Joseph out there as well. So it is a whole host of changes for Leeds United. 25 minutes to go. Kuladrami, very difficult free kick position to generate the spin. Floats it in towards the header of Pascal Strauch, who this season I am determined has to score. He gets himself into some great areas, execution a little off. Holland that was trying to pick out Golovin. Here he is now going for goal, and a beautiful header into the far corner. It's a real touch of class from a player that's played at the very highest level. And there is Kevin Volland. Beautiful bullet header into the far corner. And from Milan Mellier's point of view, there is absolutely nothing he can do.
Well, yeah, that's a very good header indeed. Good ball in.
Plays pass straight into Cresswell. Now Leeds have territory. Can they find a way through? Drame spots the gap, looking for Gallagher. It's just a bit too far away. There is Bamford, goes for goal. An important block. Patrick Bamford's effort, I think, was goal bound into that far corner, feeding off scraps. Joe Gallagher and Patrick Bamford, and the Leeds fans at least happy. It was an attempt on goal. We've got a corner.
Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it, from the Monaco centre half? But we'll take any sort of half chance that we get. You can see going underneath his foot. Their right foot swinger from Bamford didn't quite have the power or fortune to go through.
Drame, outswinging corner, header towards Bamford, into the far corner. Keeper gets there first, and it is a header on target. I think it's our first shot on target of this second half. It was a header that was very tough to generate the power on Tony. He's got it on target. That's his main objective. The keeper, though, it looked a pretty routine save.
It was no power in it whatsoever, but at least it was directed well down into the bottom corner. A little more promising.
There goes the whistle. All time left now elapsed, and Leeds United beaten 2-0 by Monaco. Then Yedder and Volland with the goals, the two classy players off the bench. Stuff to work on. Positives with a few. Your overall assessment, Tony, of what you've witnessed. I know you've had time to think about it.
Certainly think the 90 minutes was a really good game of football with a high tempo. So fitness-wise, ideal opponents. I think Franck will be disappointed in the second half. I thought we gave away possession far too often. Didn't really test the keeper anywhere near enough, and of course, conceded a couple of goals as well. But that's always tempered, of course, with the team that Monaco puts out. When you've got Ben Yedder, Volland, Golovin, as attacking players, they're all quality, so we're always going to be up against it. But I thought first half there was a lot of good stuff, and very pleased for Ethan Ampadu. I thought he came in and looked very impressive right from the off.
Yeah, his first game for Leeds in colours. Impressive spell in the centre midfield. We hope that continues. We hope, of course, the next friendly, Nottingham Forest on Thursday, is a positive result. But once again, Tony, thank you very much for giving us your time on this Saturday afternoon for this pre-season friendly. And that is all from us here on LUTV. The full-time score, Leeds United 0, Monaco 2.